Good morning, YouTube. Beautiful day. Working on that bad boy right there. It's a 2009 A3. It has the P2015 intake manifold. Blah blah. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So we're gonna replace the manifold. While the manifold is out, we'll clean up everything inside. Get the code cleared. The customer will be happy. So I already started ripping it apart just a little bit, so I apologize for that. I didn't even think about making a video until just now, but I'll run you through it real quick. So for those of you who don't know, that's Mason. He's been in a couple of our videos. I don't think we've ever formally introduced him though. So like I said, we started a little bit. Nothing that we can't show you real quick. This is fuel.
High pressure fuel pump.
Yep. So there's two, what are those, T30? Two T30s, one top, one bottom. Sensor, take that out. There's another two T35s here and here. Take those out, move this right out of the way. Set it up there. You gotta remove your oil filter. There's four T30s. There's one here, and there, and one on the bracket. Remove those, get everything out of the way. A bunch of sensors, which are already unhooked. I kind of jumped the gun, but you get the idea. Sensors galore. Intake, yep. Airbox. Just the Allen on the back side in between the battery tray and the airbox, and then the whole thing can be removed. It's pretty simple. The one clamp on the turbo inlet, take that out. So basically where we're at is we have a bracket. I don't know how well we're gonna be able to see it. Oh, yep, that's it right there. That bracket has to come out. It's held by two.
It's got a 13mm nut on the top, and I believe a 10 or 12 millimeter triple square on the bottom of the bracket. After we take that out, we're going to loosen the clamp for the charge air pipe over here. Take out all of our T30 bolts that hold the manifold on, and we should be able to pull it out and up.
And for this process, we do have to jack the front of the car up, so I will be right back. So now that you have the car jacked up, I'm gonna get underneath you. You may or may have a skid plate. If you do, it's a bunch of T20s, and that is skid plate out. To get it out of the way.
The secondary coolant valve.
Secondary coolant valve.
Or after run coolant pump.
Master V-dub tech.
Not really.
Okay.
There's a 5mm Allen right here. You're going to want to take out so you can move this coolant piece out of the way. Makes it easier to get to the triple square bolt that's up here for the support bracket for the intake manifold.
We need a lift. If anybody watching this video wants to donate a lift,
Right.
we would love you a long time. The reason why we're doing this outside, just so you know, is Mason's car, the turbos on his B5 S4 decided to go. So we had to replace them. Well, he had to replace them. I didn't really help at all. A few little things. But yeah, this is in there. And that thing's in there. And there's not a whole lot of room in our shop. I mean, it's plenty big enough for what we need it for. Pretty much building our own stuff and occasional customer thing. You want to be careful pulling this intake boot off because you could easily rip that.
Helps to use a hose pick. Typically hose picks are large picks with rounded ends that don't really have a point.
Yep, no point. You can't poke through it. and you can work your way around and break the corroded seal from the rubber. So
there's two ways to do this. You can, sometimes you get lucky, you can pull the intake manifold up off the charge pipe. However, if you want more room, so that it's easier, after you open this clamp, there's one T30 up here, and there's another one down on the bottom. It's kind of hard to see. And then there's just a regular clamp on the underside. You can pull the whole charge pipe right out of the car. Sensor there also needs to be disconnected.
fuel pressure sensor.
Yep. Pressure sensor.
There are two 10mm bolts on the bottom corners of each side of the intake manifold, so it's not all Torx. And now the intake will come right off. Look at that. This is a notorious issue. I know that carbon buildup. That will show you how to do this as well. It's like a cave. It's like stalactites and stalagmites all over. It's pretty bad. So obviously these are open, so you don't want to do that one yet. You're gonna have to crank the motor over to do that last one. But the other three are all closed, so we can clean those up. And I'm gonna show you the easiest, most effective way of doing this. Okay, and it involves a pick. That's it. Pick. You get in there, and then literally just scrape away. And it's not rocket science. You don't really have to be too careful, but you also don't want to be crazy. Once we get, you got to get off the valve stem itself as well. So just scrape that too. And then once you do all that, then we're going to have to take our compressed air, blow out all the carbon chunks that we have scraped off, and then once that is complete, we're going to spray carb cleaner in here, let it sit, and then spray that out as well. We'll get to that in a minute. Now that you got your intake scraped out, I mean, it's still pretty gross, but not much you can do. Take a carb cleaner. I'm gonna put the phone over. Oh, shake. Remember, you can't do nothing with that open port. So. Like a puddle in here. So, it's been soaking for a while. We're gonna get in there with that. If you don't know about the zip tie trick, well, then you don't know about life. Basically, it's this simple. You get all the zip ties in there, and you go to town. Oh yeah! This is the only thing that I pull out of. Sounds similar. Yeah. Yep, I'm in there. And then we switch. Get into the other one. And we go ham again. Oh yeah. And you repeat for all of them. So I rotated the motor off camera. It is a 24mm right down there. See that pulley? Get it from up top. It's pretty simple. Alright, so after a lot of scraping and a lot of cleaning and a lot of carving, and yep, we have much better intake ones. These injector seals, they require a special tool.
These ones right here, the Teflon seals.
Very end.
Need a special tool to expand the seal. And after you expand the seal to get it over the injector, you have to actually shrink the seal back down. So it seals properly.
Now, if you don't have the tool, which I'm assuming most of you will not have the tool, you could have it done at a dealer or somebody who specializes in European cars. They'll most likely have it. They won't charge you too much. I mean, they're only replacing the seals. It's not time consuming whatsoever. So that's definitely something to think about before you get into this job.
This is the new intake manifold. Typically they come with a new position sensor and your new solenoid for the flap. It's an updated piece so it doesn't come apart. It's pretty common to just pull out. There is an additional port on the updated manifold. There's a fresh air hose that you can get to the top of the valve cover. If you do not get the fresh air hose, it's not the end of the world, but do not cap this piece. It is supposed to be open.
Do not cap.
You will get a check engine code for the intake manifold runner position sensor if you cap that. Definitely don't get that.
So obviously that's the new intake manifold, and then these are each injector seal kit. Obviously you're gonna need 4 of them. So 4 intake manifold. We got to swap everything over from the old manifold, the throttle body and sensors, etc. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll be back.
When the injectors don't come out with the intake manifold, you want to be careful getting them out of there so you don't break them. This is a part of the injector seal kits. This is a little slide hammer. You're going to want to take off the metal clip that sits on here. Slide that right on there. Now it goes.
So simple. Can you rent that tool from anywhere?
Not that I'm aware of.
So you cannot rent it.
They're typically they're under $200 online, but if it's not something you're going to be doing a lot, it's probably a little easier to pay somebody to do the injector seals.
You can probably buy the tool from ECS, FCP Euro, a bunch of, and pretty much any Euro place is going to have it. Any BMW or Audi or VW online store or dealership. I mean, unfortunately that happens.
When you have the injectors out, you're also going to want to take a small barrel brush, clean out where those Teflon seals actually sit. Just run them in by hand, in and out a couple times. That gets any sort of schmegma that might be in there out of there. It's that easy. So, you got your injector. You're going to have your O-ring on top. There's another piece on the bottom. Typically, I'll use a right angle pick to get both of those off. This basket piece, pull it off. Typically, they break. You're going to need a razor blade to cut the old Teflon seal. You typically just pull it apart after you cut it. Once you have everything off, I like to take a small wire brush, or if you have a wire wheel on a grinder, it's kind of nice to take the injector nozzle and clean it up a little bit. Injector seal kit. It's going to have a new clip that goes over top, a new basket, and then in the other bag, you're going to have your O-ring, the additional seating piece for the top that goes underneath the O-ring, and your Teflon seal. The special tool has 3 different sizes of these. So we've got 7 there, number 6 there. Great. You always start with number 6. You're gonna end with 8. So you take your Teflon seal, put it on here, back side, front side, push it down. Take your injector. You're just gonna slide this over. Right over top of the injector. You're going to take the next one and you just gently twist it down over top of your seal. It actually helps compress the seal back down. You want there to be a little bit of drag, but it's never going to get tight. And then you move on to the last one. It's going to be kind of tough to get on there. Just twist it on, twist it off, and it should move over top of it with a little bit of effort. You put your new basket on. You're gonna pick.
So now that the new manifold is all assembled, the injectors are done. They're all back in there. We cannot forget about these. They have a ton of carbon buildup as well. So pretty simple with these. Just take a flathead, scrape them off, spray them with a little carb cleaner, and clean them. It's that simple. So after 20, 30 minutes, everything's back on. All the sensors are hooked up. All the lines are hooked up. I still got to put the airbox on and the mass airflow sensor. But that's pretty much all she wrote. Oh, we gotta put the oil filter back on too. And we are all finished.